difference than the dynamic cell phone sector and the rise and fall of three of its battling handset titans, Motorola, Nokia, and Apple. Designers empathize with me when I relate the story about the different approaches to design that these companies used. And it's a great tale to get you thinking about the central role of design in bringing successful products to market. "Good news," said the engineering manager at Motorola proudly one day in the late 1990s, when my firm was working with the company on designing a new family of cell phones. "We are going to use the same base for both phones," he told me. "We'll be able to save millions in manufacturing." At hearing these words, my first thought was, yes, this is good news for him, the guy in charge of engineering. But for me, it was a stark reminder of how little Motorola truly valued design. This decision signaled that the company was making another decision concerning product development based on elevating engineering and cost savings over design, and striving for a result that would entice and delight customers. But let's step back for a moment and look at the history to see how we got to that fateful moment. At the time, Lunar was working with Motorola to create new cell phone designs based on its then successful StarTAC platform, which was a slim, lightweight flip phone popular with mobile professionals. Motorola wanted to build on that success and attract a new and more diverse group of customers to its brand. Creating phone designs with different appearances, what we in the industry call aesthetic expressions, was a way to extend the brand to a wider audience, or so the thinking went at the time. This design initiative came at the tail end of a much larger design strategy project that led to a vision for 4 unique brands targeting different consumer segments. Lunar assembled a team of researchers to examine global consumer lifestyles and preferences, and from there we devised a set of design principles for the 4 consumer segments Motorola was trying to capture. This is one important aspect of a designer's job: to strategize with companies about their wants and future products before actually going to the studio to design the products. A suite of conceptual designs emerged from this process that embodied the varying principles or design language that would define the sub-brands. These were early prototypical designs that would later be used as inspirations for a team of designers to create actual phones in harmony with the 4 design languages. This design strategy lets you coordinate the look and characteristics of an entire family of products, like Motorola's StarTAC line. Once the design language was defined, we then applied those attributes to a version of the StarTAC phone called Talkabout, which targeted a customer group we were calling active networkers, those people who wanted a phone to connect to family and friends, but who weren't especially interested in technology or extra gizmos. We gave this phone simple contemporary styling and fun colors like bright ocean blue. In parallel to our efforts, Motorola's internal team designed a version of the phone for another brand called Timeport, which had a trim look and silvery tones, and was aimed at more demanding mobile professionals. Because the guts for all the phones were identical, the engineering manager I spoke with realized that he could save Motorola a ton of money by building just one version of the base of the flip phone. This base would be paired to either the Talkabout top or the Timeport top. The base remained the same, but the top changed. It had one body with a number of different heads, which is why I call this a Frankenstein approach to product design. And, like Frankenstein the monster, some of the phones looked a bit off. The head didn't fit the body. Motorola created a Frankenstein phone because it regarded design as a marketing add-on. Its culture dictated that engineering decisions take top priority, sometimes at the expense of wowing customers. The customers wanted phones that were easy to use, that reflected their personality, and that had features meaningful to them. Even changing the outsides or the skins only vaguely addressed the desire for individual style. Apple, by contrast, creates designs that have a deep and uncompromising aesthetic, unlike Motorola's ability to create a last-minute mashup of a product. This is not to say that I'm naive about the kind of pressures Motorola was facing, and that confront every modern business. I know that the 4 C's, cost, competition, customers, and capability, weigh on an organization and its leadership on a daily.
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.